know how we go. And if I ever wrote I love you shit, that must have been a typo. Now you know I won't serious.
Hey y'all, what's up? So today I want to talk about the art of being silent or whatnot. So check this. It's very important when it comes to how you use your words, how you deal with people, what you say, what you don't say. And for the most part, I've noticed that people speak prematurely. And people say things without even having the full picture. So, and well, that's actually the definition of speaking prematurely. But on the flip side, it's very important to use your words carefully and take a period to observe. Not only that, but you also take a period to analyze the situation before you open your mouth. And I say that because, everybody processes things differently. True enough. Everybody handles things differently. True enough. Some people interpret things one way and somebody another way. So when it comes to opening your mouth and saying how you feel, what you think, it's not always smart. Sometimes we get into this headspace that we feel like, no, they made me feel some type of way. I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them how I feel. I'm going to tell them what I think. And it's not always the smartest thing to do because you will damage a relationship. You will ruin a friendship. You can get fired. You can do many things by opening your mouth too quick. So about a month ago, I had an issue at the office with one of my coworkers. So when that situation occurred, I was bothered. I was way bothered. And I was saying to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm bothered. Chill at Alice, because if you say something, it ain't going to be good. Ain't nobody going to be safe, so just sit back. You need to get out your feelings before you say anything, because if you act, anything that you do is going to be emotional, and that's what you don't want. So I was like, okay, I got to do something different. Now, back in the day, when I was younger, I would have popped off, thought nothing about it. But now I'm older and I'm much wiser, so now I tend to try to sit back on stuff. It's not always easy. I'm not acting like I just always have it. But for the most part, certain situations, I try to sit back. And I try to deal with me first before I say something to somebody else. Because if I don't deal with me first, then I'm going to be all over the place. My emotions are going to be all over the place. And it's not going to turn out how it could turn out. Had I be quiet, wait, get out my feelings, and then address the situation. So, with that being said, I decided to be quiet until I get out my feelings. So something particularly happened at the office. So they caused my boss to come pull me in the office and ask me, hey, what's going on? So I was telling her, hey, I was going to come to you, but I was trying to wait until I, got out my feelings, basically. And she was like, well, I apologize for, stopping your thought process or whatnot. But I just need to know because of this, that, such happened today with some other people, with the same coworker and another coworker at the office. So she wanted to know what was going on, why I feel the way I feel, and this and that. So I told her. And her issue was that she felt like I should have said something. If I felt a certain way, I should have said something. And it made me feel some type of way because I'm like, who are you to tell me what I should say? And I only say that because I know it's a lot of people out here like that. And it could be you to think the same way. Well, if you feel some type of way, you don't sit on there, you say how you feel and you say what you mean. And you let people know, well, you're wrong, because it don't work like that. At any time that you're in your feelings and you're emotional, it's best for you to step back from this situation and not address this situation. Because if you address this situation, it ain't gonna turn out. I promise you, it's not gonna turn out the way that it could turn out. It ain't gonna turn out the best way if you say something too quick, because you're gonna be in your emotions and you're gonna act out of your emotions and how you feel. So, I'm listening to her, my boss, and I'm like, man, like, okay, like, just because you're blunt, you that type of person and you say how you feel, and granted, I tell you how I feel, but I've learned that don't work for me, so, as, life happen, and as you get into certain situations, you learn to step back, and you learn not to be all rah, 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 because it'll hurt you, your mouth will hurt you more so than it'll help you. So, like I was telling her, I understand what you're saying, but everybody process things different. Everybody handle things different. So my thing was to step back, examine myself, and not get too wrapped up on that. I'm sorry, y'all. I just lost train of thought. I got a text, or whatnot. But anyway, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's really crazy, whatnot. You just got to be careful when it comes to your words, your mouth, and releasing things prematurely, because sometimes you might not know the full picture, and you could damage or sabotage something when you want to hurry up and say how you feel or what you think, and it's not always meant for you to say what you feel or how you think. It's very important to step back, and not just dive head first in the situation, or say what you feel and what you think, and you have to be very sensitive and mindful of other people and how they think and how they feel before you just go to yapping at the mouth and telling how you feel or what you think, or whatnot. So it's, definitely in person and definitely important when it comes to, knowing to be quiet. It's a time and it's a place. So it's definitely, in your best interest to learn to think things through before you go to running your mouth or whatnot. So that's what I want to talk about today. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. I have a good one.